Hey guys, how's it going? It's your boy M.K.S here. How are you doing? It's a good day for me, I think, overall, just because Celtic beat Rangers 2-1. I gotta admit, I didn't really get to watch the game, so I can't really review it too well. I was just listening to, I don't know how to pronounce his channel name, Caucasian or something like that, Cakazin. I don't know how you pronounce it, but other than that, it's probably been I suppose it's been a fairly stressful day, but because Celtic won, it does cheer my mood up. What I need now is for Italian teams to win Europe, and that would really make the year a lot better in 2024. I suppose I can't win in before then, but anyway, I was thinking before, if Brendan Rodgers, I think, needs to get at least 6 points from the next 3 games. That was before the last 3 games, which have just gone, and he did get 9 actually. So he's done better than I expected, and so far I think he's proved his critics wrong. But again, I didn't really see the game, so I don't know if Celtic were lucky or whatever. But from the sound of it, what I heard was that both teams had good chances, but Celtic deserved to win the game. So really, I wanted to say credit to the boys, as we call them, the Celtic players, in other words, and the manager, I suppose. I'm sure he got his tactics spot on, although we did concede a goal at the end, which was a shame. We didn't get to keep a clean sheet. I would have loved to have seen Celtic score more goals, if I'm being a bit greedy. I would have loved to have seen Kyogo get a hat-trick, as I talked before about. But I think the players stepped up, and I mean, if the Rangers won, heaven forbid, or even if they got a draw, I think it would have, especially if they came from behind. Like, towards the end of it, I was really nervous. I thought if they get a goal at the end, it will give them a major boost coming from behind to get a draw away at Celtic Park. So I think it's obviously pretty cool. We now beat them twice in well, not in their own backyard, but we beat them twice, once at home and once away. So we've won 2 of the derbies, and I still expect them to win their 2 games in hand. But even then, I think, trying to do the maths, I think it would have been a point or 2 ahead. So if they won their 2 games, but now I think they'll be a point or 2 behind. So massive victory, and hopefully a moral boosting victory. I just hope Celtic can be more consistent in winning all the other games the rest of the season, especially now we don't have Europe to focus on. I hope we can go a clean sweep and hopefully win all the rest of the games, and Brendan Rodgers can save his reputation after getting relegated with Leicester, because I think that, as I mentioned in my previous video, there was like rumours that he was going to go to Newcastle, but I mean, I don't know why Newcastle would take that risk until he's won something in Scotland. So he did say he would going to be with Celtic for 3 years, but I'm just thinking this season, I don't want to be complacent. I don't want to say we've definitely won the league, because I think there's still a lot of games to go, and if we're not consistent, we could still blow it. But winning those 2 games, I think we've already won half the derby games, and I mean, they could still technically beat us in the other 2 and win their games in hand. And I think, and especially if we mess up in other games, I think they still have a potential. But it's effectively almost in our hands now, because I think they've probably got to beat us in at least 1 derby game. But I thought I'd just make a review. I know I do have a more generic YouTube channel and talk about different things on my Facebook as well. So I often cover the video on both Facebook and YouTube at the same time. So apologies to all my subscribers who are not into football. I often think about that, but I know some people have like more than 1 channel, so they can cover football and other things. So they can cover different topics that people like. So, but I just thought I'd have it all in one place. But thanks for your support of my channel. Thanks for checking out this video, especially if you made it this far. But can't think of much to say. As I said, I didn't really watch the game. I just listened to it on Caucasian, or however you pronounce the channel. So I heard him talking about the commentary. And again, I think the disappointing thing is we didn't score more goals. The only disappointing thing is we didn't score more goals. I would love to see Kyogo got a hat-trick. I would love to have seen us at least get 3 goals. 3 goals and 3 points. Possibly keep a clean sheet as well. I think that would be cool. And that kind of thing. And I just hope it also doesn't mean that the board will be tight and skimp and save on players come January, which is obviously just around the corner. I don't know when the transfer window is, when it opens exactly, but I think people said that Rangers have already been quite proactive, and I think they've already got their first signing or two. But yeah, so I mean, obviously it's a happy day at the moment. I still don't think the league has won. I try and tell my fellow Celtic fans not to be too complacent about the league, because I think there's still a lot of games to go. If we don't capitalise and be consistent, then we could lose it, and that would be terrible. But I'd love to see us get like a tall, strong, imposing striker, which when we're under pressure we can go long towards, or we can get crosses into, so he can hopefully score a lot of headers, or get it into Kyogo or things like that. And hopefully Kyogo's scoring will give him a lot more confidence, because he's been a bit off form recently. But I'm glad the players stepped up, and as I just thought I'd make this quick sort of review, although as I didn't watch the game, so I can only go on what I've heard. But main thing is 3 points, and Celtic played quite good, and the referee was giving Rangers loads of different support, so we say, or whatever. I don't know if that's true or not, again, because I can't really say for sure because I didn't watch the game. But I mean, there are a lot of conspiracy theories about whether referees give decisions to Rangers, but a lot of us are accused of being conspiracy theorists. So I'd love to know what neutral fans think, like people who don't support either Celtic or Rangers, obviously. Neutral fans who follow Scottish football, whether that's Ross County or Aberdeen or Hearts or whatever fans, although most of them will probably have either Celtic or Rangers as a second team, so it'd be hard to find a neutral sort of voice to give a fair voice. But I thought it'd be interesting if there was an investigation into Scottish football and they found that the Rangers did get like favourable decisions. Although I think Scottish football does need Celtic and Rangers otherwise it will pretty much be killed as a sport, because Scottish football's already sneezed kind of. If you see teams don't do well in Europe or whatever. So anyway, I'm going to wrap this up because I'm waffling, I know, but I'd love to know what you think. What do you think about any points I raised, including like what if there was an investigation that found the referees were in favour of Rangers? I mean, I hope Celtic will win within the rules of the game and not have favourable decisions, but I think it would be interesting if there was an investigation by whoever, and as fair as possible, and that it was Rangers cheating. Because as a fan of Italian football, this isn't so great, obviously, but Juventus got in trouble for unfortunately choosing match officials. So I think it would be good if Italian football and Celtic worked together against corruption in football and any crime and things like that, use football to tackle crime. But again, I'm probably waffling. But if you watch the game, I'd love to know what you think and what your favourite Celtic-related channels, vlogs, blogs, social media content, or whatever it is. Like, do you check out, like, I think there's David67 on Celtic. He does speak quite slow, but I think he's fairly cool, fairly old chap. I hope people will check out his channel and support him. Thoughts on the hoops. Axom, the Celtic State of Mind. Caucasian, or however you pronounce it. The Boise Bus. And I can't think of any others. Celtic Fans TV, of course. Hill 67, I think, is one channel. But yeah, I'd love to know any other Celtic related content creators out there, or anything to do with Celtic. Please post them in the comments so people can check them out. Like, I hope people will check out the official Celtic website and the YouTube channel and all the social media accounts, socials as they say. And keep saying I'm going to wrap it up. So anyway, peace and love. I'm out.